that Morphling pick just throws such a wrench, because even now, like, you've got that Jug. Like, Morphling can... I think he's got a couple of really good options here in all 3 cores. And that was just watching him play. I mean, that team was so good, and I have been a fan of FY's ever since. God, Chalice getting beat up here bottom. Fire Snap Cookie lands. Icarus dive, but first blood for the side of EHOME. And you can see, though, just with a little bit more for the Visage, like Faith Beyond maybe doesn't get away with that, because the Soul Assumption is hitting hard.
Not and to be this game.
This is the difference between Old 11's lane and the Bat Rider we had seen previously yesterday. Was his lane's going really well, but yeah, bottom Faith Beyond Swashbuckle. He disarms the Visage, but Soul Assumption's right there, ready to go. And Soul Assumption's up once again, so Scatter Blast will do a little bit of damage, but FY coming in, and Jinkyu, he ends up dropping to X Nova.
Is he going to try and get the other bounty on Ember?
Ooh,
yeah, he is. Oh, wow.
Greedy. FY has a stun. With Faith Beyond coming over, Swashbuckle disarm, though, at least get the stun of the Ember, but yeah, FY loses his life. So just kind of the timings there. And he gets 6 off that, so he's able to remnant up onto X Nova. He's got Searing Chains in a second, another remnant, and he gets a couple of kills up with this rotation.
It's interesting, like this Keeper of the Light really wants to keep this tower alive top, right? Because it's his job basically to sit in the dead lane and just push the wave out constantly, right? When you're playing against this Bat Rider, though, it's completely different. Because when you're the Keeper of the Light, you can't just hug the tree line and things and stop your tower from going down, because the Bat Rider just dives you. Chalice is getting dove here in the bottom.
Chalice, yeah, they really want to get the kill, and Faith Beyond comes in with the Blade Fury. They have it, but here comes Somnus, blowing up Nothing to Say. The Rolling Thunder just takes a bit too long. They don't have a level 6 available on the Phoenix, so no Supernova as the Omni Slash bounces around. They'll look over at SYLAR to try and get this kill, and they're keeping the Centaur in front of SYLAR. This certainly feels like a Blink Dagger kind of game for the Pangolier. Again, you want to disrupt these fights, but I'm definitely accustomed to thinking that item's really good on Pangolier before anything else. Mortimer's Kisses, but how do you stop this TP? Okay, that's one way. Use the Will-O-Wisp, continue to try and use everything you've got to kill him, and they will. And they'll finally take care of Old 11.
It feels like EHOME are respecting LGD more in the sense that they feel like they can actually pressure them into having to fight earlier, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
They feel like if they try to go too greedy against LGD, they might be in a spot of bother, right?
Mortimer's Kisses, and all of a sudden Somnus, Waveform, has the Vessel on him, but Rolling Thunder hits, and he's being controlled. He'll get the kill.
Fails to see.
For a moment, I thought he might get out, but 4 heroes there is just more than he can handle. I feel like I only remember like MXC or Slam Ball, which was just trampolines and basketball with tackling.
Oh. That sounds crazy.
It was the best thing. The Diablos, greatest team of all time.
We haven't seen an egg
Fire
yet.
Snap Cookie. And Old 11, back-to-back deaths, and this is coming off of what was one of his best starts with this Bat Rider, and all of a sudden, things really slow down.
So going to be looking to get rid of that one as soon as he can.
So Morph's actually the one who has drums. Stun hits, and now the Will-O-Wisp is down. That'll lock up Chalice as well as Old 11. They've got the Searing Chains too, so Old 11 in a lot of trouble, as is FY. Goes into the Vendetta, tries to leave, but the Swashbuckle hits. They'll get the kill. Mortimer's Kisses short, however, it's not going to matter. They've locked down Old 11 again, and they get the kill. Oy. EHOME, I mean, this has really been good for them. Just SYLAR, who has slowly made his way top of the net worth by 1,000 over the Morphling, and maybe LGD were a little too quick to, jump the gun on this and look to fight.
Just nothing to say play anything apart from Ember. I don't think I've ever seen him play anything else, just because he's so good at it.
I would say OD, but that doesn't get picked up as much anymore, and Chalice just destroyed by EHOME.
I'd personally be really surprised after watching this game if LGD don't consider first phase banning it, next game.
It would make sense. And now they've got the Aegis, this all of a sudden seems like a really difficult game for LGD.
I was worried about this jug pick, but it's actually SYLAR's played it pretty well, and it's ended up being actually pretty good for them overall. Like in this game, like this healing ward allows them to sustain in the team fights. But they get a
They get the lasso finally, but this is onto a SAPPHIRE. Willisp is there again, and this is going to disrupt the fight immensely. They look over at Chalice. They look north as well. Old 11 in trouble up top. Chalice disarmed. They get the kill on the Bat Rider after he's already used himself that lasso. And Chalice is gone. Old 11's dead. Supernova on the back, but all they get is the Aegis.
They're not able to get into a position to ever use the egg because of the threat of the SAPPHIRE. We talked about it, right? SAPPHIRE has Greaves. Like, they tried to kill Xingqiu right at the start of the fight so that Phoenix could get in and actually
Meteor
do something.
Hammer. That hit on the 3 heroes, and they've all of a sudden got Sunray doing a lot. Nothing to say is getting low, but I don't think Somnus is going to be able to accomplish anything, and he's just dead.
All of a sudden, the Greaves just comes out, and they're all, like, above half HP again. And now the Healing Ward is going to come out relatively soon. They just can't fight into this, like... it feels like this massive team fight advantage they have. Okay.
All of a sudden, X-Stone is dead.
I mean, Faith Beyond does so much damage.
I'm not really feeling much of a presence from the Morph either.
I mean, the Morph's like doing a decent amount of damage in fights and things, but it's the supporting cast
Get
around
the lasso, but can they get even the finishing blow on a Xingqiu? Yes, they can. So that takes the Greaves out of the equation.
Okay. I mean, that slows EHOME down. They're not going to want to fight here. What I'll never understand is when Healing Ward dies, why does it still heal for like just under a second? Like the effect still goes for a little while. I baffles
Active
me.
it dying, I guess. Rolling Thunder, BKB, pop by Somnus, Faith Beyond, going to the back, hitting all these heroes on the side of LGD. SYLAR taking out one of the familiars, so only one survives for now. Omni Slash onto Old 11, he'll back off. It goes onto the familiar, so nicely evaded by Old 11, and he's just going to TP back to base. They'll look for FY, who's digging with his shovel.
Get the TP!
Yeah, at least gets the TP, but okay.
I was hoping they'd steal the TP as well, just for the extra value. Faith Beyond, if you'll notice as well in his inventory, has all the components for an Aeon Disc, but he's just waiting to combine them for the moment that he needs it.
You don't want it to pop early and then have it on that long cooldown.
Yeah, so like the first usage is always the important one, right? Like
Find Old 11. He'll pop the BKB, gets the lasso onto the Ember, but Faith Beyond immediately into the Rolling Thunder. They have the lockdown. Nothing to say gets low, but not enough. And Mortimer's Kisses comes in, disrupts the fight. Will-O-Wisp is down. That hits X-Nova as well as FY. And all of a sudden, force that back into it. Oh, wow.
Innocence with the big brain plays.
And again, now they just don't have the egg. Don't have much to go up against this.
I actually have no idea. I hate this hero with a burning passion.
I feel like that's a question for Gods. He loves that hero.
I know you used to have to resummon them. I don't know if you still do, though.
Remnant forward. They're looking for the familiars. Actually get themselves a kill on Innocence. He'll buy back immediately. It's not like he's got Will-O-Wisp for another 30 seconds, but they go to the backlines with BKB being popped by Somnus. A decent spot for the Supernova.
Good egg.
And that is in a really great spot. They will get the kill onto Xingqiu, or will they? Finally, they finish him off. Soul Assumption coming in. Faith Beyond puts together the Aeon Disc, which gets popped. SYLAR has Omni Slash. He just needs to be careful. These familiars make it difficult for him to land a good one, but now that they're dead and, well, one of them's dead, maybe it's more likely that he can get in on this, but the respawn is just 2 seconds away, although I believe Chalice will wait on that until he's got level 3.
We have to remember, though, that they still have all their spells upon EHOME, so they're going to want to chase for more here, whereas LGD don't really have anything.
Now they've got Will-O-Wisp, so certainly a reality, but Lasso, if they could just hold for 35 seconds, maybe they get that going once more. However, Chalice taking a lot of damage. Omni Slash comes in. He's getting low. He'll end up dying. And he's only dead for 53 seconds, but that is more than enough time for EHOME to back off and go towards Roche.
Sapphire's just respawned again. Old 11 with the BOTs to the Visage Bird here, though. There's Lasso in 2 seconds.
Meteor Hammer. Drops it down, so they continue to stay locked down. BKB's gonna be popping, nothing to say. It's an early BKB with Old 11 having the lasso as well as the blink available, but he needs to find his positioning. X-Nova, Supernova up in 15. They've got the lasso onto the Ember. They get the kill and nothing to say. Now they look over at Faith Beyond, but he rips through FY. BKB's not going to last much longer for Somnus. Got Chalice up in just a second. SYLAR committing to go for this Roche.
Here's a DD.
He's got a DD, but it's only got a little bit left. Oh! Oh! The Fire Snap cookie! So unlucky for X-Nova as he comes into the pit. But well timed, I think, by Jinky to put that together.
It's just, like, it's so much effective HP as well, right? Because he has such high armor as well. Like, he's got Paladin Sword, so the healing gets amped up as well.
Stun, no Meteor Hammer. Swashbuckle and Disc gets popped. They've got the Solar Crest, but on the low ground is FY. He needs a way out of this one, but he won't find it. He's got buyback. BKB's popped by SYLAR.
That's a repair.
10-second BKB. One stun. Blade Fury. So they get the buyback. They've got the lasso onto the Ember. Do they have the damage to kill him immediately? The Will-O-Wisp comes in. So now it's a problem. Is nothing to say. It's out of the grasp of the lasso, and Remnant's back. BKB is there. Mortimer's Kiss is coming in. Somnus in trouble. Old 11 as well as Chalice falling low. Down goes Old 11. Down goes Chalice. There's the buyback, but problems are coming for LGD. Now X-Nova has to back off. He still has the Supernova, but this is not the best spot for him to just be throwing it. They're going to lose this set of racks over mid. And LGD now down to just the bottom lane. FY.
Oh, that's a cookie.
Alright. Faith Beyond getting low. Waveform forward. Somnus into the trees. Adaptive strike, but he eats the cheese. Morphs into this jug and then immediately uses that Blade Fury. They just don't have the damage to really kill them, especially with the sustain that EHOME have. And well, they've been here so long, it's another charge for the BKB of SYLAR.
They need to just finish off this melee rack set.
SYLAR?
So, he has the Aegis though on SYLAR, right?
Somnus again into the Blade Fury, and SYLAR continuing to move forward. It's still 70 seconds till he gets that Omni Slash available, but they'll get the first life out of his hands. The Sleight of Fist comes in for nothing to say. We pop the BKB, you go over to Chalice, who did buy back. He's dead for 90 seconds.
Oh, the lasso?
And now, will destroy nothing to say. They'll get the kill there. He's dead for 107 seconds. They've got creeps pushing in onto the tier 4 towers. They've got the Euls to stop that TP right next to the base. But Swashbuckle on the run. Chalice controlling his familiars with the help of the rest of the team. Somnus gets the kill, and he'll take out 2 without buyback. However, it's megas for EHOME.
It's been happening like just ever so gradually as the game goes on. I've been saying that they're just falling further behind, and the Morphling and the Nyx here are hunting.
Ooh, Will-O-Wisp committed. They'll get FY. Well, they've got the Hex. They have a Hex on the Coddle for Innocence, and Jinkyu dead to Somnus. Omni Slash used. Or no, it was the Swift Slash.
Huh. Here comes Ember.
I'll finish off FY. I did not realize that Jug had picked up that axe. And then from there on out, you're just like, you don't say the word. You just say,
you never know which one it is.
Coming forward right on the Chalice. But they've got the lasso. All right, damage is there. They can kill the Ember. He's got buyback, though, and he'll immediately use it. Oh, the Nova! No, but SYLAR! He's dead for 90! They got the kill! They're going to look at Faith Beyond! Oh, dear, EHOME. They are on the run and losing numbers. Innocence now with the invis.
Ember's back.
But, well,
he's just bought back.
Now look at the damage, and now nothing to say with the BKB. Old 11's dead. He'll Remnant away. Yes, he gets that, but you bought that. This is going down, though, LGD. Next Roche is Aegis Cheese Refresher Shard. And I don't think you can allow EHOME to get this. I think you have to fight it.
I don't know how, though, because the base is, like, look at mid lane already. If they take a long, drawn-out fight here on EHOME, the creeps are just going to win the game for them.
Well, there's the Will-O-Wisp. May not be long drawn out. It might just be EHOME taking the victory very quick. The familiars are already gone. The Supernova's in a decent spot. They'll get the kill into Chalice. They've already taken out this Visage. The lasso, though, onto SYLAR with BKB. I'm not sure it's going to matter. Oh, he's dead, but look at your base. They've got the glyph. Can they get this kill and get back? They need to get back to their base. Creeps pull the aggro for a second. Back over to the fight. You take a look. Samus is hit with the Fire Snap Cookie, and he's gone for 100, so he's got no buyback, and that should just do it. GG is called, and EHOME take game 1.
I mean, towards the end of that game, LGD started playing the fights a lot better, right?
Yeah.
But it's because they get the levels online like this morphing. It's obviously when it gets to this point in the game, the morphing's usually going to be the strongest hero on the map. Doesn't matter whether the enemy team have megas or not, but so it'll be interesting to see where they decide to lane him up.
Choose your hero.
Oh, and there's the Luna. Dude, they have some big spread damage with this Fatal Bond from X-Nova as well, if they can ever get their spells off, like in a good situation. I wonder what he takes at 3. I assume he goes for another point in dagger. Yeah, he does, okay. I was wondering whether he might decide to put a second point in Scream so he could get rid of the level 2 flame guard.
One more shot.
First blood.
First blood just in time for Chalice, and actually might get 2.
Yeah, it's beam up in 3 seconds again.
Should get it if he spots him again. Yeah.
That's huge for Chalice. He's now top of net worth already, just because of the double kill. And the thing is as well, like, you have to remember these kills give more XP now as well, right? So like, he's level 3. Like, these 2 points in beam now. Xingqiu, is that what you want to be doing?
Nothing to say, it's just dead mid. Somnus ran at him. He'll die to the tower, but he ran up on nothing to say. Stayed with him with the flame guard, and then sleight of fisted and killed him.
Chalice top lane gets rolled on. I think Xingqiu might be in trouble though. They have another soul assumption actually. Oh wow!
Gosh, the damage.
I'm
That
not
damage early is
respecting.
disgusting.
Yeah, I'm not respecting this Visage damage at all.
They got the stun
Down in
out
bot
on the
lane,
Silas,
SYLAR.
and Treant's body blocking him as well as FY, and they're just gonna get the kill onto this Ursa. Getting a little bit of damage there as the 5-minute
runes.
mark happens and the bounty runes are picked up. FY gets 1, but back on old 11, who's sprouting in the nature's grass.
Oh. I felt like there wasn't really any need for old 11 to push forward there because the FY was, you know, just freely getting the rune. I do like watching SYLAR play Ursa. I feel like it's one of his better heroes that I've seen recently.
By the way, you were right. China is 1 time zone.
Oh, nice. I'm glad I didn't just completely make that up. That would have been really awkward. Oh, Xingqiu comes bot lane with the kick.
Oh gosh. FY.
Is this going to be a double
old
death?
11. Definitely looks.
I didn't even think about that interaction. That just looks so funny to be mid lane as well.
Oh my gosh, you don't get 3.
I don't know why that was so funny. Nothing to say, by the way. In terms of CS, it's absolutely destroying mid lane. Like, he's pretty much a whole level ahead of the Ember at this point. Not to say Ember can't come back into the game, but...
Ooh, Chalice again. Uses the equip straight up, and there's the Fatal Bonds, but, well, SYLAR is here too.
Xingqiu been involved in 5 out of 8 kills so far. Doing a really good job. And Xingqiu's TPing down to the bot lane as well here. They might look to go for this.
Goes into the trees, and this time successfully TPs out, and Wrath of Nature, as Chalice, he's pretty low, and he's trying to run away, but he won't have that opportunity to do so with the Familiars and SYLAR both here. X-Nova, he'll get run down too. Shot the wrong way. X-Nova. I spoke too soon. He jukes him out, and Faith Beyond, he's dead. Yeah.
God, proc on the Fatal Bombs.
There you go.
Oh, if they kill the center here, this is a lot of gold. Oh!
Hit the
Oh,
familiars.
the Fatal Bonds are still on the familiars. They might look to try and do it through that.
Radiant are scanning.
Oh, I didn't quite kill the creep.
Well, I guess he's an offlaner, so comparatively to the Nature's Prophet, he's behind, but this is about where the Visage was safe lane-wise in the first game, so you shouldn't be too upset about that. But over bottom, Old 11 getting chased, Magnetized is there. And
There's Shadow Work going
moving
as
in.
well.
Did they get it? I think they reactivated the Magnetize. They'll get the kill into Jinkyu. They lose X-Nova. And Eclipse from Chalice doesn't really accomplish too much other than the Jinkyu kill.
Like, they're just losing map control and losing towers without being able to reply.
This is so far so good from EHOME. I worried about the fact that they didn't really have lockdown, but I mean, they have a massive amount of slows and a massive amount of movement around the map. Magnetized down once again. Soul Assumption just blows up FY, and this is another game, it feels like, on the Knicks where he's not able to do much. Losing Beam, there's the ulti from X-Nova, and they've got the Fatal Bonds bouncing around, but the Sonic Wave from Nothing to Say, and the Overgrowth. Everybody is dead on LGD. Goodbye. Wow.
That Magnetized did so much damage. And they scammed, but like the Rosh is dead already. Like, why are they... I don't understand why they're scanning. Maybe it's just because if they're not in the pit, they're worried that they're going to come and contest them bot, but people are still figuring things out. Like, if a team figures out something quicker than all the other teams, their like power rank is going to go up quicker. But to be honest, the games that we've seen from EHOME so far this tournament, like they beat Seedec 2-1 yesterday, and they're looking really good so far today.
FY gets the break onto the Visage. Fatal Bonds is out. Sonic Wave comes in. Chaotic Offering used, but they'll have the save with the mech. They'll go to the back, looking over at Somnus. SYLAR now needs to back off for a second. He doesn't have Enrage. He does have the Aegis, but let's see how they'll re-engage. And Jinkyu has been just on it, man. And Chalice is going to die. X-Nova getting chased up as they'll grab the kill on Old 11. They'll take out FY and X-Nova, looking like another team wipe. But Somnus, fortunate enough for him, he makes it behind the tier 3 tower and out of the grasp of EHOME.
All of a sudden, the Ursa just runs back in because they're so slow. He doesn't even lose his Aegis, by the way. He goes down to like 100 HP. And they tried to burst down Faith Beyond at the start of the fight. It's so difficult. Like, yeah, you get the break from the Visage, which is nice to go through the Gravekeeper's Cloak.
Oh, dear. Somnus. He is hit with the Geomagnetic Grip. They've got the Soul Assumption. There's another kill for EHOME.
Yeah, like, you tried to kill the Visage at the start of the fight, and you break him, which is good, but he has Helm of Dom and Mech. So even if you break him, it's still so difficult to kill him off. I don't think he's the guy that you want to be going for first. He's almost got Greaves up as well. But then if you look at their lineup, like, who do they kill?
Oh, they found Chalice again! Oh, God. Jinkyu has been everywhere. I wouldn't be surprised if he's got the most hero damage so far.
Yeah. Potentially, yeah. I think Nothing to Say might have something to say about
X-Nova.
They're just hitting this deathful timing, right? Where LGD, like they have these 3 cores that all do well in the laning stage, but
Silence, Overgrowth, Sonic Wave, and that actually pushes him closer to SYLAR. And Nature's Grasp, a couple more shots.
Oh, no.
Spoon coming in, and the Shadow Strike. He's alive. 25 health.
Never in doubt.
No fear.
They've looked so good.
Yeah.
Like, I think this. Oh, hang on.
Didn't get the kill there. No way to stop the TP.
I really think if somebody gets a pipe as well, like their lineup just doesn't ever die. Like I'm really supposed to know who's going to pipe against the
Silence on Jinkyu. He's on the run. He gets the Magnetized down, but there's the Impale. So maybe they finally get him to kill on this Earth Spirit. But here comes Faith Beyond. Chaotic Offering in. FY X-Nova gone. Jinkyu never dying. They don't even get the Earth Spirit. Oh my God.
Yeah,
and GG. Oh my God.
He has the extra armor from the tier 2 tower and from the medallion from the Treant. So he's just like impossible to kill. Oh my goodness. This is not what we expected at all coming into game 2, I'll tell you that much. Like the LGD have this really good lineup like in the laning stage and things, and all their lanes go okay, but I think this mid lane was an absolute disaster.